Namaskar from the Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium in Rourkela. It is day 11 and time for match 14. The Vedanta Kalinga Lancers taking on the Shrachi Bengal Tigers. The Lancers currently sitting bottom of the table, the Tigers sitting at the top.
Welcome to today's match. It's the Kalinga Lancers versus the Shrachi Bengal Tigers. The captains are here and the on-field umpires, and we're ready for the toss. Tails is the call. Alright, so the Shrachi Bengal Tigers have won the toss and they will start the play.
So Shrachi Bengal Tigers have won the toss and decided they will start the game. As the umpires make their way out now, Deepak Joshi and Saurabh Rajput. Video umpire tonight is Raghu Prasad, so it's an all-Indian affair. And then the cameras are ready for the teams to come running out next. And they should emerge any second now. Yes, here they come. Rupinder Pal just beating out Aaron Zalewski. That's two advantages to the Tigers already. I'm sure it's not a race to come out onto the pitch, but some of these players extremely competitive. And I think Rupinder does have that little competitive streak in him. The players go through the ritual before every game, and now we just wait for the match to start. Match 14, Kalinga Lancers looking for their first win. Shrachi Bengal Tigers looking to continue. Krishnan Pathak, as I said, starts in goal. Alexander Hendricks will be crucial at the back along with Arthur Van Doren. Look out for Sanjay coming up the flanks. Dilpreet and Aaron Zalewski along with Rabichandra in the midfield. Gonzalez has been really lively along with Angabad Bir Singh and also Thierry Brinkman in the forward line. But wait for Antoine Kina coming off the bench.
A quick look at the Tigers team. Jamie Carr starts in the goal. Tim Cross and Jugraj Singh holding the centre. And look out for the players up front and coming off the bench.
Ten, 9, 8, 7,
6,
5, 4,
3,
2, 1. Let's play.
And play does start off. It goes back to Bocard for the Tigers. Comes square now to Rupinder Pal. What a tournament he's had so far, Rupinder Pal. He's really shown that he's got fit and he's used his head so well in reading the game.
Yeah, so crucial for a senior player to stand up, especially when you're playing in the defense. He has stood up to his name and had a great start to the tournament, Rupinder Pal.
Ball played back that time by Jaskaran. Goes back to Jugraj, who's already again making a name for himself with his defence and his drag flicking, and he was saying how Rupinder's really helped him in that field as well, just giving him a few tips and made him see things a little bit differently. I think when you're flicking, it's any information's good information, isn't it? You can just try things. Tigers keeping possession. That's good play again by Florent Van Aubel into the circle, but on the angle it was no way it was going to find a teammate.
Yeah, pretty much lost balance running into the deep, whether it was Pooh or not.
Comes back to Zalewski now. No one closed him down early, which Van Aubel was surprised at. Nice little turn from Dilpreet. Great pass, and it's going to go in. It's the opening goal. Well, that was just too easy in the end for Kalinga. Thierry Brinkman gets his second goal of the tournament, but the first tonight.
Absolutely sloppy defense from the Tigers. What were they thinking? Unmarked man on the far side, and Brinkman is not going to miss something like that. Just slipped it under the goalkeeper, did he? It all matters.
Well, he almost sort of pushed it round the keeper, didn't he? And the pressure is on the team with the lead.
Yeah, it definitely shows the intent of the teams.
Brinkman brings that one down. Played it onto the foot. That was rather easy. Found Tim Cross's foot just inside the circle, so there's no doubt Thierry Brinkman is fired up tonight.
Absolutely, that was pretty easy. An aerial ball into the deep, controlled well, and just finding the foot of Tim Cross.
But Hendricks lines up at the top of the circle. They go to the second battery, and Hendricks is there. It's saved. It's pushed in. Well, that was a great follow-up. And that was just what the doctor ordered. I think it was Sanjay who actually followed up and got the final touch.
They are on fire, aren't they, Ashley? A flick straight to Jamie Carr. And how quickly did he pounce on that ball? Sanjay, that was 2-0 up.
I thought there was just a touch maybe off the goalkeeper, off Krishnan Pathak, but I might be wrong. A great start for the home crowd, and they will hopefully find their voice soon. They're a little bit nervous, I think. They've seen it all before. Comes out now, and it's Ravichandra, plays it wide. Roshan Kujo has won a penalty corner. Good work with him. And also Gasabajit was there.
Ending the play in the D's, finding the foot. And yet another penalty corner for them.
Alexander Hendricks at the first. The whistle goes. They go to Hendricks. Oh, he's done it! 3-0. And we've only just clicked over into the 6th minute.
Brilliant. Goal number 3 to the Lancers.
Well, what a start we're seeing here tonight. And look at the celebration as well. Alexander Hendricks now goes amongst the top scorers as Abi Sabaya celebrates on the side. And the good news as well for Kalinga is that wipes out their goal difference. They're now to a goal difference of 0.
How important would that be when we come to the business end of this tournament?
That comes wide now to Puvana. Tigers, I think, are just shell-shocked at the moment. Jugraj to Jasjit. He throws it long, brought down, and then the player coming in quickly as soon as it was controlled that time by Pardeep Moore. Of course, as soon as the player touches it now, the defender allowed to move in. So as Pardeep brought it down, the defender was right on top of him. Puvana. Down the line it goes, and unfortunately just off the stick of Luwang. Well, I can't get over the start from Kalinga.
Well, the Tigers are all the way up on them, trying to win the ball back and create something. As of now, they have possession of the ball and coming up into attack.
Well, you can see we've not even had 7 minutes yet, and 94% possession for Kalinga. Antoine Keener, self passes, goes square onto the left-hand side. A really good pass to Brinkman. Brinkman into the circle, goes onto his forehand, tries to get it across to goal. Good defence from Jugraj, and over the side it goes.
They will definitely have to reorganize their defence. The Bengal Tigers, the ball passed right across from right to left.
And here come Kalinga again, a dummy of the ball in that time. That was Mandeep Moore. Stopped on the edge of the circle from Jaskaran, and he draws the foul and gets a free hit for the Bengal Tigers. So Jugraj to Jasjit. Jaskaran will turn. Thought about throwing the aerial pass, then decided to go out onto the flank. Jasjit Singh Kula gets it again and goes across to Jugraj. Puvana had pulled wide, but Jugraj wanted to go back to Jasjit. That's a really good lead, but it's going to be cleaned up by Zalewski. Took a slight deflection that time. Into the circle and deflected over the baseline by Hendricks. It's a long corner. Jaskaran comes scurrying forward to take it quickly for the Tigers. Goes back to Jugraj. He goes to the air. and Hendricks just stood his line, and the decision went his way.
A smart play on the aerial ball in the D. See that ball played in, great interception, and did well to put that out.
Hendricks now, he throws it to the air, right into the middle of the midfield. Gonzalez brings it down. Jasjit thought about closing him down, then decided to just stay in a defensive mode and drop back. Comes wide now again. Bobby Singh Dhami, who's been a bit quiet the last few nights. Inside the circle, shot on the turn, was not too far away. Well, that was not a bad effort at all from Gasabajit.
Yeah, it's a very difficult cross ball to pick up. Bouncy ball, but how good the contact was that? It was bouncing in the D.
Dilpreet, little bit of space for Dilpreet. Plays it down the line. Bobby Singh Dhami. Dhami along the baseline, looking for a foot. He's got a long corner. That was good defending by Jasjit. Comes square to Van Doren. We've not had to say his name too often. It's been so much forward play. Ravichandra now plays it to the baseline, trying to find a way in, and the whistle's going to deny them. Or as the penalty corner's been given, I think, before the hooter went. Can they make it 4, as Sandeep Samesh said? Goes to Hendricks, he flicks, takes a deflection off the first runner, but it is another penalty corner. So penalty corner number 5. I think, though, we might see a referral now from the defending side.
It did look like it came off the stick. Let's have a look. Stick, I would say. Just looking at the pace of the deflection too, I think that is off the stick.
This was after the ball has gone outside the back line. Yeah. So it is, if it is by a stick, you have to restart with a long corner, and Tigers will keep their referral. Yeah. It's not a penalty corner.
You will keep your referral. That was on.
So that is the end of the quarter. The Tigers keep their referral, which they'll be pleased about, and they do not have to face another penalty corner. So that is the end of what has been a very, very good first quarter for the Kalinga Lancers. And anyway, the score at the first break is Kalinga Lancers 3, Bengal Tigers 0. The second quarter about to get underway, and what a start it's been by the Kalinga Lancers. Bottom of the table, playing top of the table, but it is the Lancers leading 3-0 as we get the second quarter underway. Afan Youssef on the ball. Not seen too much of it in this first quarter. It's been all hands to the pumps in the defensive line for the Tigers, but it was interesting to watch. Colin Batch got his message across pretty quickly. He was the first group to break up in that 2-minute break.
They didn't seem to be too unruffled by the situation at the moment. But let's see what they come up with now, the Tigers.
To be fair, they were coming back into the match in that last 5 minutes. I think they would love a goal as quickly as they can. Mandeep Moore, good deflection. Did that hit the foot of Sanjay? Yes. So they get their first penalty corner now, the Tigers.
It is great work in the D. The ball being laid across, and he reached out before the defender could get that ball and finding the foot. That defender was in front of him, but did well to get a stick before that.
The whistle goes. They go to Jugraj. Powerful flick. Patak saves. Slip to Rupinder Pal. Shot on the turn. Another save from Patak. And it's gone wide this time. That was wide from Abhishek.
Full marks to Patak.
And here they come again into the circle. Great run that time from Afan Youssef, but it just went over the baseline.
And the ball bouncing a little when Afan Youssef received that. First save from Patak. Rebound, laid out to Rupinder Pal. Patak stretching out his right leg, and then the last try going out.
That's turned over cheaply there in defence. It was Van Doren to his Belgian teammate Van Albert, and another sharp save from Patak. That goes right back onto the concourse.
Yeah, it's just seems to be turning at the moment the way the Tigers are coming back at the Lancers.
Here they come again, trying to get the shot away. That time was Jaskaran, rather.
I just thought that was a timely tackle. There's the first try. The tomahawk, Pathak bringing out his palm to save that.
And certainly the Tigers have shown their intent at the start of this second quarter. Brought down defensively. Plenty of space for Bokard in the midfield. Just hanging off him that time was Gursabaji. The Tigers trying to weave their way into the circle. It's Jaskaran involved again. He was over the ball, but lets it go. Jugraj to Rupinder Pal. Rupinder to Bokard. Comes up the left-hand side to Cross now. Cross to the baseline to Afan Yusuf. Afan Yusuf, short pass, gets the return pass. Back to goal, played it across the face of goal. Appeals for, well, that was Sukji appealing, I think, for something, but then decided not to refer it.
It was a great little 1-2 played along the baseline, but couldn't make much of it. And there's Afan Yusuf with the reverse flick. Seemed to have come off his foot. No damage done as yet.
Sean Finlay shaped to go infield and then decided that he was going to take on Gursabaji. Into the corner it went with Finlay. Now it's Afan Yusuf, and again he goes along the baseline. He's won a long corner this time. Bokard, well, he's trying to throw it wide, but that's easy meat for Hendricks. Keenar. Good work by him. Over the side it'll go, but it will be a Lancers ball. He's played it a long way in from the side, back to Van Doren. Antoine Keenar. And that's deflected up. Brinkman will get it under control for the Lancers. Drills it across. Oh! Wow, the deflection. It's off the defender, I think.
It's off the goalkeeper. It's all happening out here.
Well, that was actually a great save by Jamie Carr, wasn't it? Because I think the deflection was from the striker just in front of him. Sanjay now. As the Lancers look to make their way forward again. Now it's Van Doren carrying it forward. Those are the goals scored by teams. Tigers have the most at the moment with 9. And oh, it's hit the post! Wow. Dilpreet so close to making it 4.
Great try by Dilpreet. The tomahawk, and Jamie Carr didn't have that covered. He was lucky the pole was a saviour on that try.
Well, it could have so easy just nicked the inside and gone in. But not to be.
Yeah, so crucial for the goalkeeper to ensure that the first angle is not covered. It's still okay if you concede on the second angle, but definitely not on the first angle.
Lancers again with a little bit of possession, just trying to take back the ascendancy because the Tigers came out firing. Sanjay down the line, he goes to Gonzalez, who's been lively in every game. Good pass from him to Thierry Brinkman. Brinkman beat one, spins, up it goes. Gonzalez hits it. Good save by Jamie Carr, and again this time he did have the near post covered. Finlay tries to go down the line, managed to get the better that time of Kluja.
It just seemed to have come off the foot, but played the advantage, and Jamie Carr up to the task.
Chats with his players. I think that was Sam Lane he was just having a talk to there. Zaluski. That's a good pass forward again now. Mandeep Moore goes back to Keena. That had to be perfect. Bobby Singh Dhami now. Down the line he goes. Looking to cut infield was Dilpreet. Wins a free hit for his side. Thrown to the air on the left-hand side. Brought down well. Nice turn again from Mandeep Moore. Feeds it inside the circle. The turn was almost perfect from Angad Bir Singh, but just lost it as he was probably at about 240 degrees that time. Deflected forward by Gonzalez. That's a really good touch by Bandarak. Bandarak is... Oh, I thought that had gone in. Well, it hit the netting behind the goal and bounced back with some ferocity.
Yeah, from up here, it did look like it went into the goal. The ball bouncing again and just missing it by a whisker.
Well, kept him well, superbly now at the far end. Almost went over the baseline. And just trying to deflect that was well done actually by Bandarak. Brinkman's looking to get there quickly, and unfortunately for the Lancers, the free hit goes against him. So Tim Cross now feeds it up the line to Boccard, tries to cut infield, or he's used the opposition stick very effectively. That's well cut out by Van Doren. Lovely little skip through the midfield. Now it's Keener. Keener goes wide again to Brinkman. And it's gone in! It is another goal for Thierry Brinkman, because I think that came off the defender. And it is 4-0 to the Kalinga Lancers.
Brilliant to say the least. A build-up from the left. The cross laid across. And a good touch to beat Jamie Carr in the goal.
Danger from the attacker on the slotted goal.
Okay, looking for danger.
Was that a touch from the player in front of the defender, Bandarak? I thought it went off the defender's stick. You know what? Bandarak may well have got a touch.
There is no clear reason to change your decision. It's a goal, and Tigers lose their referee.
Well, the Tigers knew it all along. There was nothing in it. It was off the stick. But more hopeful than anything else, asking for a dangerous play of the ball that was crossed across into the D.
So goal number 55. And look at the celebration there. Well, they lose their referral. So that is going to be a blow as well. Just waiting to see confirmation whether it was Bandarak who got the final touch.
There's the cross, the deflection, and I think what...
It looked like it was maybe the defender's stick than the way Brinkman celebrated. Well, the Tigers now are in trouble. 4-0 down. Half-time fast approaching, and I would think Colin Batch can't wait to get them down inside the dressing rooms. Good save again by Patak, cleared all the way to the top of the circle, picked up now by Gasabajit, who fed it back into the midfield. Van Doren plays it out onto the left-hand side. Brinkman will be again collected by the Lancers. Comes wide now to Tilbury. Hooter goes, and that is the end of the first half. And what a first half it's been from the team that was starting the day in last position on the Hero Hockey India League ladder. They came out with a purpose, and no wonder the coach is smiling. Valentin Altenberg will be ecstatic about that. 5 shots for 4 goals, 10 circle penetrations. Amazingly, the Tigers have had 12. Score at half-time, Vedanta Kalinga Lancers 4, Shrachi Bengal Tigers 0. Well, the teams are back out on the pitch. The crowd are dancing in the aisles. Second half underway. Can the Tigers come back? Colin Batch, he may be a calm, placid man in public, but in the dressing room, I'm sure he gave his team a right roasting.
Yes, so far, the Lancers have tamed the Tigers. But like the coach said, they've always had a bad second half. So let's wait and watch.
Should be interesting. There's no doubt the next half an hour will be a real test. Sukhjit comes back. Cross went forward. Ball now with Jaskaran, who I think's been probably the best player for the Tigers. He's continued to show intensity and willingness. Gets the ball again. Jugraj. So Valentin Altenberg, he wants his team to show that they can show a bit of resolve and still play a tight defence in a second half, and that will boost their confidence. Colin Batch, where he said his team didn't turn up in the first half. It's great that the competition is back now after 7 years, and of course in just 5 days we will have the Hero Hockey India League women as Angad Singh tries to find a way along the baseline, but good defence by Tim Cross forced him over the baseline.
Yeah, Angad Singh was cramped for space, tried to bring it out and probably earn a penalty corner, but not to be.
Bochard now for the Tigers. Makes himself available again. Jugraj, and Rapinder's pulled wide. Crosses up the line, gets the ball. Closed down immediately by Angad Singh, but good play by Cross. Pushes it out wide. Afan Yusuf had to just do a little dance to get that one under control, and unfortunately again for the Tigers, it's just not happening.
Yeah, Abhishek not happy with the direction of that pass, wanted it closer to him.
Thierry Brinkman brought that one down. Jaskaran was there. He's got away from Cross now. Brinkman pushes it forward. Angad Singh. Short pass to Gonzalez. Gets the ball back over the baseline. Off their stick, says the umpire with a big smile on his face.
I just thought that was great body play and body positioning by Angad Singh. Opening up and had full vision of his passing options. But no damage done this time around.
Just a reminder that the Tigers have lost their referral. Kalinga still have theirs. Again, desperate trying to get forward there from Abhishek. He's chasing back as Brinkman now is helping out in the defensive line as well. Van Doren, well, somehow he squeezed through that gap and got possession still. Van Doren again, there's not much on for him, so he now feeds it down the line. Dilpreet drives towards that line. Did he find a foot? Not according to the, or is it? Yes, he did. So the umpire perfectly placed. Has to go 5 meters, so it's thrown back to Van Doren. Takes a touch, pulls out a one tackle, loses out the second. Well, the minute you touch it, they can close you down. Sukhjit will offload. Afan Yusuf, it's going to dribble wide. Well, again, a great opportunity, but equally good defending. Alexander Hendricks coming back and cleaning up at the back.
The Tigers will have to do something about the central defense. Every time Antoine Kira gets the ball, he seems to have ample space in the center.
Mandeep Moore gets up quickly and immediately goes running forward. He's stopped in his tracks by Luwang. Jasjeet played it out, but it's going to be a long corner because it went off his stick over the baseline. Have they seen something else, or Dokia?
It's over now. It's over now. That's why just a warning for you.
Did you see what they were upset about?
Saurabh definitely not happy with something that Dokia did or said. But it's back to the game now.
It is, and that's good umpiring. He said it's over now. Brinkman, it came up off his stick and made danger. He was trying to get on the end of it, but it did go head high towards the two other Tigers players here. Jugraj
actually just tried to dink it over the stick, but lifted it a bit too much.
6.5 minutes left now in this third quarter. An interesting fact about the Tigers is all their goal scorers so far have all been Indian players. They're the only team that can boast that. As we look at the possession stats, and pretty even at the moment, 54% to 45%. Penalty corner now though, won by the Tigers, and a chance for them to pull a goal back.
Yeah, this could be the turning point for them. Puana entering the D and finding the foot of Zalewski.
And they go to Jugraj. He flicks hard. It's a good save by Pathak. And look how happy he is. He is pumped.
Absolutely. Pathak seems to be standing tall today. He's determined to keep this lead intact.
It's amazing how you can lead by being a goalkeeper. We saw it with Shrachi at the Olympics. Great break forward now coming from Kalinga, looking for the foul as he takes a tumble on halfway was Gersabajit. He'll get the ball again now. Being forced across the D. It's brilliantly controlled in the end by Kuja, but that pass was not the greatest.
Yeah, but the pass from Sarabjit, I think that was brilliantly picked up, laid up between the two defenders, but Kujur could have done better with that.
Here they come again. Oh, the deflection. Just the wrong side of the post that time from Gersabajit.
Yeah, the angle a little tight for the deflection. Great pass in, played on the wrong foot. The goalkeeper had that covered though, Jamie Carr.
And he had to hurry to make sure he did though. So again, so far a pretty good quarter. Circle penetration, 16 to the Tigers, 13 to the Lancers. Cross brings it down. Gonzalez got out of the way. And good defensive work again coming back, being done that time by Roshan Kuja. Dilpreet goes infield to Zalewski. Zalewski back to Dilpreet. That was good defence though by the Tigers getting back. Gonzalez just dropping that one into Keena. Keena, nice turn out of trouble. Comes wide again to Dilpreet. There's numbers back for the Tigers. There's a wall of white shirts in front of Dilpreet. So they go down the right-hand side now. Again, it's good defence coming out from Pardeep Moore. Forces them back into the defensive line. Zalewski to Hendricks. It'll come back to him. Zalewski scanning what's available. Keena down the line it will go. Somehow kept in play. It wasn't the greatest of traps by Dilpreet, and he has won a free hit for the Lancers.
Well, the Tigers seem to be packing the defense at the moment and trying to play out of defense, keeping it tight at the back.
Gonzalez now picks it up, edge of the circle, lays it across to the penalty spot. Oh my word! Just wondering how that was missed that time.
Totally unmarked in the G on the far side. Just a lapse of concentration, I would say.
Well,
and the easiest of tap-ins, but just going wide.
To me, he got his feet in the wrong position, and that's why he couldn't play it into the goal. The way he planted his feet all made it hard for himself, but a chance goes begging for the Lancers to make it 5. Heels for a free hit from the Tigers, nothing doing from the umpire. Bandarak wants a free hit now, and nothing doing for him either. Bocard comes up with the ball for the Tigers, but we're going to go back for a free hit. This is really opening up now, isn't it? We've got just over 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Gonzalez feeding it forward, gets the return pass. Somehow managed to keep possession. Dilpreet. Angadbir Singh goes back to Dilpreet again. He'll get the pass back. It was a little bit short, but got the touch and found Hendricks with it. Arthur Van Doren now. Happy to go back into the deep defensive line, and good play under pressure. Ravichandra turning out of trouble, feeds it to Hendricks and into the shins. But that was really good play under pressure from Sushil Danwar. I know Valentin Altenberg said that Danwar's done really well and he's been very impressed with him. But here come the Lancers again into the pads, long corner.
Trying to set that up at the far pole. Lacked a little bit of direction. See the cross coming in. And Jamie Carr.
Sushil Damwad just played the ball to Arthur Van Doren. He's a local boy, comes from Raukela, and I'm hoping that his dad, Suku, is here watching his son performing. Gonzalez just left the ball behind, and now a chance for Abhishek. Abhishek cuts infield, just releases the ball. It's a good touch from Bakard. He's saying that he was impeded that time, but I think he was just caught on his heels by Bobby Singh Dhami.
Abhishek, by his standards, has had a very quiet tournament so far. Hasn't really seen enough of the ball. It do his team good if he could get into the act.
Finlay, final seconds now of the third quarter. Zalewski plays it forward, first time shot. Well, Sukhjit said, I'm going to try and turn this game on its head, and took it first time, but just the wrong side of the post. And that was right at the end of the third quarter. Well, he had to really, he got in behind the defence and smashed it towards goal. Florent Van Aubel, a little shrug of the shoulders. Krishnan Patak pretty happy with the way things are at the moment. 16 circle penetrations to 15, 6 shots to 7, but it's the score 4-0 that counts. It is Kalinga Lancers 4, Bengal Tigers 0. Quarter now underway, and the Tigers have got a mountain to climb. But then if they just get the next goal, anything can happen.
Yeah, and it has to happen pretty quickly, actually, if they want to claw their way back into this game.
Because the problem they have is when you go searching for a goal, often you can expose yourself at the back. He went from third bottom to third. And again, oh, great pass to Brinkman. Brilliant by Gasabajit. Brilliant control though too by Thierry Brinkman. He's won the free hit, wants to play on quickly into the circle. Back to Brinkman, he's lifted it over. There is no doubt this time that that goal is Thierry Brinkman's. And it is 5-0 to the Kalinga Lancers.
The Tigers have been tamed. And how well has that been done? Brinkman to the party yet again. A great play along the baseline and slipping it under a driving Jamie Carr. Great reverse ball from Bandarak. And Jamie Carr just letting that go below him. A little late on the slide. It's 5-0 to the Lancers.
And look how happy they were on the sidelines. And you've got to start saying, as the 56th goal goes in this, the 14th match, that Bandarak and Brinkman are beginning to understand each other, and they're beginning to click, and they're looking really dangerous. So there are the leading goal scorers, but Thierry Brinkman now is up there with, I think, was he got 3, I think? No, yes, he does. He has 3 as well. So he joins the leading goal scorers. Afan Youssef. But let's watch out for Brinkman and Bandarak. Afan Youssef plays it out wide. Into the circle, he got there again. Patak clears it just to the edge. Helped out, that was good work being done by Bandarak. Kalinga still have to get the ball out of that corner. It's tight. There's plenty of Tigers just waiting to pounce. Down the line it goes, and out of play it goes, but it will be a Tigers ball. Forced across the field of play. Great defence again inside the circle. Brinkman will collect. Well, it's 3-on-2. Gasabajit. Jugraj is going to get there. It's played forward to Keenar. Out comes the keeper and plays it over the side. That's great awareness from Jamie Carr.
I just thought there was a great ball laid in.
Stolen back by Hendricks. In it goes again, and well, it'll be a long corner. Wow, it's all happening.
Yes, it is all happening. I mean, the Lancers are still not content with a 5-goal lead. They definitely want to get some more.
Shot on the turn. Oh, yes, indeed. Bobby Singh Dhami says, I'll have a little bit of this, and fires it in from the top of the circle on the reverse stick.
Bobby Singh Dhami, who believes everything happens for a reason and says he got to hockey just by chance when he was living with his uncle who was a hockey player. And how's that for a finish? Enters his D and lets fly. Absolutely no chance for Jamie Carr to get his foot out in time. It's half a dozen to the Lancers.
Well, this is the biggest match in terms of goals to one team that we've seen so far in 14 games here at the Hero Hockey India League. And it is great news, and you can see how the league ladder is probably going to look. Or is that just the goal scorers? I think it might be just goal scorers. But what a night. And I believe there's a saying, Sandeep, in India that you have to take the kicks of the cow when you know it's going to give you good milk. And I think that's what Valentin Altenberg must be feeling like, because he's taken a few kicks with the defeats, but boy, he'll be happy with tonight because the milk is delicious.
Absolutely. I mean, what a way to come back into the tournament and announce their presence. Now, this is a team to look out for. They have just improved game by game, and that is what you need to do in a tournament like this.
Well, Hendricks has been huge, and Sanjay on the ball there, feeding it forward. Dilpreet's been busy. Gonzalez again. Well, it seems harsh to pick out any player really for Kalinga because it's been a brilliant team performance. Zalewski goes out wide onto the right-hand side. Bobby Singh Dhami with his tail up was thinking about going into the circle. Just held up that time on the far side. It's going to be a free hit though to the Lancers.
At the moment, the Lancers seem to be finding their players way too easily. Just toying around with the Tigers now.
Well, look at that, yeah. It's another free hit to the Lancers on the edge of the circle. Zalewski stolen away from him, but it'll be another free hit. Finlay thought he could come in there, and I think he had every right, but Zalewski managing to get the free hit. Drops the ball behind, into the circle it goes. That's too narrow an angle, and out of play it goes.
I'm not sure anybody would have predicted a scoreline like this, Ashley. Definitely not me, at least.
I must admit, looking at the tournament, I wanted a Kalinga win because it would keep it all really close on the league table. But yeah, I'm a bit like you. I wasn't expecting 6-0. Well, it may not be 6-0 come the end of it. Dilpreet gets it. It was a ball tried to be played in by Dokia. Dilpreet down in the corner. Short pass from him will get it back. Dokia is there trying to stop them getting out. So too just diving in was Pardeep Sandhu. We're approaching the halfway stage of the final quarter, and I think the victor is already determined. It's just the question of by how much. Bobby Singh Dhami, good play again by him. And what a difference a goal has made. He has just come to life. Gonzalez now trying to skip inside the circle along the baseline. Tackle is a good one, and umpire Surab was perfectly placed to see that. So the Lancers now with 12 goals, and they go above the Tigers, who've only got 9. So from bottom of the table to top scorers, and they're going to jump several places on that league table. What a night for Kalinga Lancers. Jasjeet smashes that one forward, and Gusawak had a good lead, but again he just wouldn't stay on his stick.
Colin Batch obviously not happy with the way his team has performed this evening.
I just wonder whether with 3 wins they just got a little bit ahead of themselves tonight, thinking they're playing the bottom team, it's going to be a walk in the park, and of course every team, as he said at half-time, in this competition is good. Comes down the line now, and Afan Yusuf, he'll battle right to the very end. Pardeep Moore, there's another one who will never give up, and that's just caught. I thought it caught the foot, but no, it's gone through. Driven in by Dokia. Gonzalez will pick it up and run out wide, chased by Afan Yusuf. Van Doren back to Gonzalez, back to Van Doren. He goes wide, drops it behind for Gonzalez. And Jasjeet will be penalised.
Well, the Bengal Tigers will have to put this game behind themselves as soon as they can. They don't want this hovering in the head when they go into the next match.
Deep Moore claiming that one, feeding it forward this time for Jaskaran. Just wonder if they can get a consolation goal right before the end. Keenar, well, he did well to steal that one away. Good skills as well, took him away from Puvana. Gained a little bit of space and then gets the foul, coming back and penalises Pardeep Sandhu. And yeah, not surprisingly, well, in fact, it's Kalinga switching their goalkeeper. So Patak will go off and Toby Reynolds-Cottrell will come on, the Welsh goalkeeper. And good to see him getting a chance out there on the field of play. Of course, the 5 international players only allowed on the pitch at one time, and a minimum of 2. Here comes Patak round the side.
I just think it was Patak who actually kept them in the game, Ashley. Brought out some brilliant saves at the back. Though they got the goals up front, he still had to do his bit at the back.
He did good tackle in the end coming from Jugraj. Oh, brilliant coming back though in attack, although he's been penalised. But it looked a good tackle. I think that was Dilpreet coming back, or was it Angad Bir Singh? Kalinga's forwards have worked very hard, both in attack and defence. It was in fact Angad Bir Singh who came back, and he's just gone off for a breather now. Moore just went to throw that to the air. That's strong from Gursabaji. Through the legs it goes. Thierry Brinkman looking to feed it back to him, carries it forward. Gursabaji gets it. That's a very good touch inside the circle from Puvana. Brinkman's got it though. Jugraj will clean up at the back. Takes it out of the circle. Pardeep Moore now looking to burst up the right-hand side. In fact, it's Sukhjit breaking down the right-hand side. And just that touch, well, unfortunately over the baseline from Mandeep Moore. But Sukhjit doing really well, strong, determined, and keeping possession. Good run again towards the circle coming from Jaskaran. That's very tight in there. Van Doren will win a free hit for the Lancers.
No real design in what the Tigers are doing at the moment.
Well, here come the Lancers again. Brinkman, he's put under pressure, wanted to get the ball across, but there was nobody coming in.
Yeah, the Tigers don't really seem to have a plan in what they are doing. Just seem to be running with the ball at the moment. Probably just waiting for the clock to run down.
Well, Sukhjit just seems very isolated whenever he gets the ball. He seems to be the furthest forward, and there's no one there supporting him. Zalewski now comes across and cleans up. Just for a second, that was almost left behind by Danwa. Keenar, again, awareness by him just to turn away from trouble. And unfortunately, though, just as he was trying to play the ball out wide, here is a chance now. Dokia plays it off the keeper. Good save by Reynolds-Cottrell.
A bit too deep for Abhishek. Probably a little square, and he would got a touch on that.
Still with the Tigers, it's a heavy touch that time from Bocard. Zalewski, 2.5 minutes remaining in the match. An assured performance by the Kalinga Lancers. Hendricks to Zalewski, Abhishek looking to close down, but again using the width well. Comes out to the left-hand side now, and Danwa, well, he tried to just dink that one down the line, stolen by Bocard. Bocard trying to mount an attack that'll see the Tigers get a consolation. This will damage their goal difference. They'd only conceded 4 before today in 3 games. Now they've conceded 6 in 1 game, which takes them to 10 against. and a goal difference of -1 from +5 today.
Funny things happen in a match of hockey.
Thrown to the air by Jasjit. Shot, and again it comes off the goalkeeper. Toby Reynolds-Cottrell just getting a glove on that one. So it's still the Tigers knocking on the door. Rupinder Pal will go wide onto the left-hand side. Kalinga still disciplined. Bocard. And it just caught a foot just outside the 23-metre line. So back with Bocard. Can play it directly into the circle. Look to just scoop that one in. Abhishek shoots and turns, or turns and shoots, and it's wide.
Tried to turn right and turned left and took a try on goal, but not close to the mark. Pretty close to his feet on that occasion. He probably need to have a little more distance from the ball, but not to be.
And well, that was an important touch from Jasjit because he took it away from goal. Bandarak was lurking inside the circle. Keenan. The Lancers clearly want another goal if they can get one. Keenan self passes, beats two, plays it into the circle, deflected away, but only to the edge of the circle. That was very good defence to avoid giving away a penalty corner.
Yeah, Bobby Singh Dhami, that was trying to make something of it. The Lancers are still not content. They're looking for a referral, are they?
I think they are.
Referral, they have to keep it.
Yes, Saurabh.
Kalinga Lancers are asking for a foot inside the circle. Can you check it for me?
Okay, looking for a foot inside the circle.
Yeah.
Seem to come off the stick.
I wondered if it caught the back foot, but it's very hard to tell.
Saurabh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
There is no clear reason to change your decision, and Lancers lose their referral.
Thank you. We lose.
So they lose their referral and it'll be a free out, but there's only 11 seconds left in the match. Rupinder Pal throws it forward. Van Albel tries to get on the end of it, but it's just out of his reach, as was the game for the Tigers tonight. Kalinga Lancers just too good right from the get-go. They came out firing, and those fans are going to go home happy. What a performance by the team that was bottom of the ladder at the start of the day. We'd said they've been playing well, and it was just a matter of time.
Totally decimated. The Tigers this time, they really were never in the game. Dominated right from the word go, the Lancers. And what a result for them. And what would it do to their confidence now going into the remaining games?
Well, Valentin Altenberg said their mood was still very positive. They all had a belief, and tonight they played like a team that had belief. You wouldn't have believed that they had not won a game coming into today and that the Tigers had not lost a game. Well, a rude awakening for the Tigers, who were maybe just a little bit complacent. Colin Batch said that they didn't turn up in the first half, but boy, did the Lancers turn up. We take a look now at the stats, and 4 penalty corners to 2, 22 circle penetrations to 20. And of course, the most important one is the final score. And it was Vedanta Kalinga Lancers 6, Shrachi Bengal Tigers 0.